Well, today is Throwback Thursday, and here's a few more memories from when we lived on Willis, when we were real small. It was a 3-story apartment building, and one day I think it was a Sunday afternoon, my mom and all of us kids were probably going to go out in the park or go for one of our walks that we usually did to the Verner's factory or downtown, but the elevator got stuck between first floor, which is the lobby, and then second floor, and Willie, the operator, couldn't get it to move, so he forced the doors open and jumped down into the lobby, and then he got us all down out of the elevator so that we could continue on our way. And I remember turning around and looking and seeing Willie and the manager of the apartment building and my mom talking and thinking, wow, that room moves. And so I thought, I wonder if our room moves around when we're in it. Because I was only probably not, maybe 1 or 2, if even that old. I think I was about 1 or 2. But then we went out into the park and enjoyed the summer weather, or warmer weather. Then one time while we were walking downtown, my mom would take us to the Verner's factory, and she had to go pay the phone. She'd probably go and pay the bills while we went to go into AT&T, and they had revolving doors, and I got stuck in the revolving door, kept going around and around, and then they finally got me out. But I remember I was crying because I was scared that I was going to be left behind or be stuck in there forever. I can remember the apartment on Willis. It seemed like it had a wooden floor in the living room, and the dining room had like a tile floor. And the bathroom had a tile floor, and the bathroom walls were yellow, and then black tiles above the yellow around the edges. And then we had the old claw foot bathtub back then that you hardly see. They were, I'm not sure when those apartments were built, but my dad's family lived in it before I was born, or before he and my mom were married. In fact, he told me that it was his mom and dad, a couple of my aunts, him and mom, after they got married, lived there. And I said, well, how did you... One day I said, well, I know this is really none of my business, but how did you have any private time or private space? He said, well, there was a bathroom. Oh, okay. I don't need to know no more. But I remember when me and Sharon were babies, and, babies always fight. Well, we'd fight. Well, Sharon would always steal my bottle, or like if Mom gave us cookies, she would steal my cookies. And one day I was fighting for my bottle, to keep my bottle. I don't think, she might have meant to scratch me, but because she scratches to defend herself, but she could see better than I could back then, and she scratched me from my chest, the bottom of my chest bone, all the way down my stomach, and that left a big, huge scratch mark on my. I remember that to this day. I can still see that in my mind. Just before, I'm not sure, but I remember Sharon and I laying in the crib, and of course my mom gave us our bottles for the bedtime or whatever, or nap time, wherever. I think it was at nighttime because I seem to remember it was dark. I could be remembering wrong though, but while we were drinking our bottles, and Sharon took her bottle and flipped it up over the side of the crib, and I heard this big smash, and I started crying because it scared me. My mom came and said, well, now look what you did. You smashed the bottle, now you're not going to have a bottle to drink. And I remember that. I don't know what day it was or anything because I was a baby, but I distinctly remember that. And then I remember waking up one morning, and Sharon and I were in the same crib because we were babies, and we were cuddled up together, and I remember being all wet and thinking, I wonder if Sharon's all wet. I wonder if she's all wet too. Or I thought maybe the whole bed was wet. I couldn't, but I just remember being all wet because I probably wet my diaper or whatever, but I remember thinking that, I wonder if she's all wet too. My dad used to work the 2 to 11 shift at Kelsey Hayes, or maybe it was 3 to 11, but he would leave at 2. Of course, I didn't know that at the time, but when we were real little on Willis, he'd get us up when he got home from work, and always had treats like potato chips or candy or cookies, crackers, or whatever. So we got to get up and have a treat because he got home from work. And I think he'd get home around midnight or 11 o'clock. Probably midnight because they probably got off at 11. But he worked at the Kelsey Hayes factory downtown Detroit. So I'm not sure how far away that was from the house, but I'm in the apartment because we were at Willis and 3rd, and I can't remember what street Kelsey Hayes is on. I probably have to research all that again. I remember we always had the radio on. My mom always had the radio on in our room, and you know, they played shit on the rock and roll station. I don't know what station it was because of being a baby, but I remember whenever a musical with no words came on, I would get mad because I wanted to hear the words. I don't want to hear just music, I want to hear the words. But I can't think of any more memories right now, so I guess we'll leave it at that. Like, share, and subscribe. And subscribing is free, so you don't have to worry about paying for it. And hope you're enjoying the memories. We'll see you on the flip side.